Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode number 51. I'm Pissed Off Rage Bully. Joining me this time is DXTakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left. That Canadian guy is back, and joining us for a second time is Haru Hika. What's up, everybody?
Haru, what's up?
Cho.
Oh, hey, Canadian guy, what's up?
Hi!
Welcome back, dude.
Oh man, welcome back, dude.
Alright, let's get into this. I'm pissed off as hell. Okay, so, first up, there's a lot of news. But one thing I want to talk about, we're going to get serious right away, is over the weekend something horrible happened. A man was seen at the handshake event, and he opened up his bag, and he threw out a freaking flare to Tetchi. The guy was apprehended at the time, and no one got hurt, so that's pretty good save. It's a 24-year-old male man, unemployed. He said he was just finding some members, and he was planning to stab them and, you know, kill them. That's fun, isn't it?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, and just to clarify, it was a Kizaka handshake event, and they did find, they found a knife on him, didn't they? Like a pretty decent size one?
Yeah, so they also released how he got in. Basically, I gotta say that this trick is pretty good, and shame on security for not checking. The guy went with his bag up to security and says like, "Hey, I found this bag. Could you just, you know, take it over?" And they're like, "Sure, I'll take the bag. We'll bring it to the lost and found." Then the guy with his handshake tickets, it was national, anyone could get in. He went into the national handshake event, and he went to the lost and found. And said, "Hey, is my bag found?" And like, "Oh yeah, here's your bag, sure." And that's how he got in without being checked. This is just insane, but it's horrible. Again, it's like these girls are you know, providing the service of meeting them. You know, they appreciate us and the fans appreciate them, but they have always some bad grapes in there that just ruin it for everybody. And now these girls, you know, can be scarred for life. Thank God no one got hurt. But yeah, the falling out of this is going to be horrible.
Definitely. Gonna hook into this one because I had to deal with the fallout after the incident in Iwata during the handshake event with AKB48. When I went to Japan, when I went in Japan, the incident was in May, and I was going to Japan in August, around August I think, and I went to a handshake myself. The security was so tense, the whole atmosphere was tense, and it's like, this is supposed to be fun for everyone, but everything was tense, the atmosphere was tense, and it wasn't a good time. And thankfully in 2015 everything was relatively back to normal, but in 2014 it was not a good time to go to the handshake events because the bond between the fans and the artists or the idols was pretty much broken back then, and I was like, this is not good at all, and the whole trust issue was gone. You had to be formal, the specific distance were carefully being threaded now, so yeah, not good at all.
I feel you there, DX. Like I gotta be honest, like, because I attended my first handshake events, and I think Yayo can also say to this. I mean, he's attended several. It's nothing but joy. It's pure fun. It's exactly why I like being part of the idol culture. I swear, when I did my first handshake and Fujita Nana grabbed my hand, the very first one I actually ever shook a hand with, I was hooked for life at that point. I actually wanted to run and buy as many CDs as I could so I can just keep looping and looping lines. And then when I saw HKT last month, that's exactly what I did. I bought as many tickets as I could possibly afford. It's nothing but joy. When I see something like this, it really pisses me the hell off because, number one, you failed, buddy. You failed. You didn't get the Dark Idol. She's too good for you. I knew you were going to fail. You can't touch Tetchi. She's amazing. But you know what? Now you probably, you know, screwed her brain up even more than she already is. And I mean that with all love and respect to Tetchi because, you know, she's my girl. But like, why would you do that? You had an intent. You were so intent. You actually thought of a clever way to get your bag in there. And I say, not only shame on you, but you need help, man. Like, what's wrong with, like, you're sick in the head for doing that. These are young girls that are just out there trying to make everybody's life a little brighter. Like, literally. And I felt that joy when I was there. Everything was pretty relaxed. Although the security, I got to be honest, did a really good job of checking everybody when I was in the lines. I mean, they sure as heck didn't let me go anywhere. Like, I was every inch of my bag was checked. I was wanded up and down. I had my belt on. They made me take that off, even though it was clear that was the only thing buzzing. They did a good job. So I'm not knocking security. In fact, anybody could have been fooled by that. So it's not their fault, but it's like Robin said. The fallout of this, what are we going to get now? Glass windows where they're going to stick their hand out?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Seriously?
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. Well, okay, just one more thing, and then please take it over. I will say this. I hope that the whole idea of AKB48, the idea that you can meet these idols, doesn't go away because of this. Yes, this is one more incident that happened, and I know when Kwai and Enon were stabbed, I remember feeling nervous and shaky. I wrote a huge blog post because of it. I'm not going to write one about it this time because I think now it's just more like, hey, the security, they did their job. They stopped this kid before he could do any more damage, thankfully. Good for you. But they also kept the handshake going. Good for you. But look what happened. How many members were absent then after that? And now,
five,
right?
Yeah.
And now I just fear it's going to get worse and worse. Yes, idols are a target because they are public figures presenting themselves to the public in a very, very easy. I mean, literally, I could reach over and grab these girls by the neck and kill them if I wanted to. I mean, even though security's there, you could still grab them. No, I'm just saying. I understand. But there's never been that because us fans, we understand that relationship. I would never dream to do that. I would never think to do that. I just want to shake their hands and be happy. You know what I mean? And if you're coming there and you're an unemployed loser who hates your life, don't take it out on these girls. That's all I'm saying. End rant. I'm done.
Yeah, so, you were there at the event. Tell us how the event was prior before this incident.
Like, I could see why you were taking rant on security, but like, I literally saw how long those lines are. Like, I could literally go in there too, like easy, but like the line is so long. Like, I didn't have time to go in. Like, I wanted to see Sugoi-sama. Like, I wanna like do this, like Sugoi-sama, Sugoi-sama. Like, but like the lines were super long. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make my flight if I go in. I'm like, there's literally no way to go in. But like, because the thing is too, like, you have to go from upstairs, then you have to go down just to go to another exit. Like, it's literally like go in, go out, go in. I'm like, so they made you go loop? So like that's probably what happened too in the security part too. And also, like you were saying, Derek, like the security on like the 48 side, like the 48 side security is so tight. Like even national handshakes, I think, is way stronger than Kaya's right now. Because I think, because like what happened with the incident in AKB, that's why like every 48 group has tighter security now. Yeah. But like with this happening now, they're gonna go tighter on 46 as well. Because they have to. Yeah. And, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And the other member is Kakizaki Memi. Like, nobody else talks about her. But, like, we know she's there along with Techi's line, so...
Yeah, she was out of it, too.
Yeah, but Techi's like the symbolic leader, and that's the thing. Like I'll say this: like when I went, and you can verify this, yeah, and the same with UDX. Like when you go, or at least when I went to the HKT handshake event in AKB, I had in every handshake lane, you got 2 OJS staff, one at the beginning, one at the end, just basically to push you through. But then you also have a police officer behind the girls in most cases. Now sometimes I saw there wasn't one, but almost every one of them did. Now, like I'm saying, if you're really determined, yes, you could do something, but you would have to be so lightning fast that like you'd really have to think about it. But here's the thing: every person I saw, literally every person, we were having fun, we were laughing, we were joking. Every single person that goes in, when they're walking out, there's a smile on their face without exception. I can relate. You're standing in the line and you're just seeing one person after another. Big smiles on their face, so happy. It's like we're all going there for the right reasons. But then you have this loser, this jerk who hates his life, obviously. I love that he's unemployed. That just fits things, doesn't it? And like, he goes there to hurt a young, innocent girl he's never met. And for what reason? I want to know his reason. It sounds like he said it was another random thing.
It was random, yeah. It was mad at the world.
okay, so that's good for us as fans, because again, it proves to me that maybe it wasn't some fan, it was just some random loser picking a national public event to hurt somebody. Okay, in a way, that's the only good I can see coming out of this, because it once again proves that the relationship between fans and idols is still stronger than ever. But what's going to happen now? That's the question.
Haru, let's hear your voice on this.
Yeah.
Please.
Go for it.
Biggest thing is, why didn't they check that backpack as a suspicious package? Like, he's like, oh, I just found this backpack. That didn't ring any alarms in your head, like, oh, someone left this somewhere, maybe we should check this out, instead of just take it straight to lost and found. But no, they just took it to the lost and found. He was able to pick it up again. Yeah, you could say, you know, it's frustrating, but it was clever of him. But why didn't security check it? And that's where I get so mad. And, like, these girls just want to perform. They just want to make us happy, like Derek's saying, and have to calm myself down. I just get so frustrated when people try to hurt them, because, yeah, they're right there in front of you, and it's not an experience you can get anywhere else, and they're just ruining it for everyone.
And Robin, didn't you say something else happened after that with Nagahama? Or go ahead, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of what Haru said, like I think in Japan laws though, like police are not allowed to touch your stuff at all. Like unless you have permission. Like that's how it usually is.
That's true. They made me open up my bag. They weren't allowed to open it for me. But you know what? Those people were putting their hands in my bags, looking at everything. They had their hands in there looking at everything. So I don't know. I mean, I know they weren't allowed to open the bag, but they sure as heck looked through it.
We actually in the Netherlands you have those laws as well.
Yeah.
The moment you open your bag, you gave them permission, so then they can look around, and that's what happened there.
Well, then shouldn't they have had him open it up when he picked it up from the lost and found?
Yes.
Like there's simple things. There's simple things that could have been done to prevent all of this.
And now they will be fixed. But yeah, he found a crack in the system, and you know what Derek is saying. We are based on trust, fans and members, but not only members, also staff members are on the base of trust on those events. You know, you saw those with the Mechi Ike special when Yabe was doing the job as the the handshake guy, and you saw how much fun he was having as well.
It was a blast.
And that's the thing. There's still a relationship on trust there. So there's like, oh, you found his bag. What a good person you are. You know what? I'm gonna take this to this. And you know, those people don't communicate. And someone's like, hey, I lost my bag. You know, it's blue and this big. It's like, oh yeah, we found your bag. And he's like, oh, thank God, that's amazing. So there's like, you know, mutual trust feeling. And again, I gotta say, that's a smart thing to do. The problem is with this though. So first of all, it's a flare, and a flare is well, it's still dangerous since the fumes coming out of it can severely damage your lungs, and that's very dangerous for an idol. You know that. But what if it wasn't a flare? What if it was something way worse?
Like a bomb.
Like a bomb, grenade, something like that, and that gone off. So this is just, you know, a horrible situation on this. And it sucks that now things will be, you know... Oh, I hear myself echo.
Sorry.
Okay. Now things will be more tense again. And they have to be, you know, as a fan, I will respect it. I want the members to be safe at first. It's going to be suck because I'm going there in September, and I know that the things will be now tighter to be on this security, and for good reasons. But yeah, this whole situation, just, you know, it will get better again, but it sucks for the girls mostly because, yeah, second day happened, because it was for the first ever handshake event. Second day, a lot of members just, you know, cancelled up. Just to name a few, Shida from Keikizaka, let's see. Yeah, Shida Manaka, Kakizaki Memi. Let's see. Hirate Yurina as well, of course. On her birthday, to note as well. She just turned 16, so that's also a good memory. Hey, what happened when I was turning 16? Oh yeah, I got attacked. Nagahama Meru was absent, and Koike Minami was absent. So I wonder what will happen in the future. Well, in the same location, the AKB event still went on, and that went off without a hitch. But yeah, again, the OGS crew, they are very, you know, professional.
Yeah, they don't play around.
No, but for good reason. And I think other idols groups like Keikizaka or Nogizaka would have that same security now. The thing with the glass, I really don't hope they will do it. I don't think they will. Because we had a speech from Kashiwaki Yuki who was like, I really want to see you guys again, your faces again. So no more fences, no more poles like that. Yeah, I'm just mad. Just like this one person, this one idiot. It's like thinking, you know what, screw the world, and then ruin it for all. And then as fans, we all have to apologize. Like, don't put us in a box with them. Like, we love you guys. We would never ever think to hurt you. You're the guys who bring us happiness. So why would we try and destroy that?
I would add to that you know, if you know, there's a lot of different fingers we can point to blame. Actually, in this case, I don't think it's AKS or their management. I think they did the best job they could. I think I would have been fooled as a security member there because there is such a trusting relationship between people at those staffs.
They stopped the guy, so that's good.
And they stopped him, and that's
Put
the
out
other
the
thing.
fire.
They were quick.
Yeah,
I mean, so
very quick. Tetsuya was safe. All the other members were safe in the
everyone
location.
was safe.
Yep.
Perfectly
Could have been
handled.
a lot worse.
Just that one crack, yeah, it could be a lot worse because he still got the chance to through the flare, and that's the whole problem. He got through.
But here's the problem overall, though. Like, when we look at, like, what happened to poor Mayu Tomita, who got stabbed 20-plus times by a fan, and, you know, she had repeatedly, you know, complained to the police about it, and they didn't do anything, and then now she's she's still recovering. You have that. You have the Kauai Arena and the Annan incident stuff. All of this kind of points to a larger problem. Is that in Japan there is no real mental health system there. That people that have mental health issues go very much unchecked. It's a thing of shame to admit you even have a problem. And then the idea of psychiatry there is almost a non-existent point. So that's also one of the reasons why idols exist, because idols, as just like many other things in Japan's culture, such as like you know, hostess clubs and stuff, they all are about escapism, mental escapism, to help you escape the pressures of your everyday life. That's why you see middle-aged men going to idol shows dressed in suits and ties with briefcases. They're not perverts. They're men that have so much stress in their life they just want to forget about life. And what better way to do it then release some tension with some people that are just happy to see you, that will shake your hand and are kind. I've seen it over and over again to a lot of the shows I go to, especially the underground idol shows where you're just right? It doesn't matter who you are at these shows.
You're just accepted.
Exactly. And that's form of escapism. It's like it's like the replacement for mental health services in Japan. So until Japan fixes their mental health issue overall in terms of how they treat mental illness, to get more of an education, to get medicine, good luck getting medicine for mental health issues if you live in Japan, you're going to keep having these things creep up. And let's just hope Japan will never approve personal guns or anything like that in their country. Because right now, I mean, you can't get guns there. You can't get bomb stuff there. You can get swords and knives, which is coincidentally what this guy had, and flares. That's a new one. But we're going to keep seeing this. So it's congrats again to AKS's staff for handling the best they could. I'm happy Tetsu's safe. I'm happy the other girl's safe. But I just feel that this is also could be a good example of an advocate for change. We need change there. And again, as foreigners, it's not really our play or our call, but we love these idols. So I hope we can all definitely voice that, especially as a foreigner visiting. I want to know I'm safe at these events. So I do technically have a say. I don't want some jerk behind me lighting off a flare, hitting me in the head, lighting my beautiful blonde hair on fire. What am I going to do then? Okay, sorry, Robin, I don't look good bald. Okay, you do, I don't. So I'm just saying.
Ouch.
And I mean that's a compliment, my friend.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Yo.
I have something random to say. If you see the pictures I posted, you see that guy in cosplay. I saw him in AKB line too. Just saying. Just a fact. Like that guy dressed up as Levi was also in the AKB event too, just to light you guys up. I'm like, this guy's a double fan, like usually us, But like, I was about to get in with this shirt in Kea, so I would get stared down. I'm like, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, we can't see the shirt.
You can't see it.
Right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
Nope.
So yeah,
Well, yeah. Okay, so it just sucks. The only things in light is hopefully secure will be tightened, but not in the fact that now all other fans will get punished for this. And I do hope that the members who were, shook up by this don't get taken away, like Kawerina, who was like, I can't even focus in this group anymore. I need to graduate. And then there's, Teshi's still young and she's amazing. Fractured age, I would say, middle teens. Hopefully, it will be fine.
Techi's gonna come back and be like this in her next, video, and it's gonna come from here. They're gonna make a whole song about this.
You know what?
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm already picturing the next song. She'll just have a flare in her hand and just,
be like, nice try, you missed,
and just throw it back on the
Please,
please, please, Techi, do it.
That would just be so
too.
perfect.
Right?
Like,
right?
could you just imagine her throwing punches, imagining he's there, like,
wow.
nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was my little bit of a rant. Took 21 minutes on this time. A lot of other news happened in the meantime. I would say let's keep it with events. So this is interesting though for me. They announced something with Tofu Wrestling. And I wonder how this is gonna work now with this aftermath. So on the 29th of August, they will have a live Tofu Wrestling show. And they added new members, and let me check, thanks to our good pal at AKB48 Daily. I love his stuff.
Yep.
Let's see.
Mr. Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you,
Paul. Thank you.
Paul, thank
Always,
you, Paul.
always fighting this dude.
Always.
Yes.
Paulie, thank you.
So the new members that are here. Can't see it here. Let's see. So Komiyama is gonna be wrestling. Taniguchi Meru. Kawamoto Saya.
Announce their wrestling names because it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the
They're
thing is, I
wrestling names.
can't read their wrestling names because.
Can you post a link? Because I can. Can you post a link for me? Or do you have a link?
I have. Let's see. Well, I can't post a link because if I do it, then Skype gets all screwed up.
Right.
Is it at AKB Daily though?
Oh, it's at wipofficial.jp.
Wait.
Let's say click. Let's say click.
But there are no new wrestler names here, so.
Oh wait.
I see. The usual Ikemen Momoka, Octopus Suda.
No, those are the usual. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're already.
but
there.
Otamage Ma or Macharin. Otamage.
They use that Otamage. That's funny.
Yep.
That's funny.
Let's take a look. Katsuo. Can you read that one, Yayo? Because I can't. Katsuo.
Wait, I need the link though. Give me the link.
Yeah, posting it in the message. Should be right here.
But this is going to be a full-blown wrestling event, so
Yeah.
I am bummed out that it's on the 29th. So it's like 10 days before I go to Japan. It's like the first time ever wanted to see wrestling live, and
Yeah, I know. But continuing.
That's assuming you'd even get a ticket, though, Robin. I can't imagine how hard that's gonna
I
be.
can't read that too. It's kanji. It's hard.
Yeah, Katsuo something. I can't read the name. Kyuti Renachi, Kuichi Matsumura, Gui Nakanishi,
Gui.
Yeah. Kominachi Yumoto, Sakusu Furata, Saho Iwatate, Jack Kobayama,
just her name.
Yeah, Jumbo Sato, Cherry Miyawaki,
Yeah.
Daiba Odaeri, Tsotonbori Shiroma, Tornado Tatsumaki,
Tornado!
Yeah. Bado Takayanagi,
Mhm.
Papara Kizaki, Baton Katomina, Harubi Tsurina,
Yeah, a lot of names. So.
Seichan, Blackberry,
Migi, I think it's Migi Uesei-chan.
Migue, Seichan, Professor Takita, Boris Yamada, Max Nakai, Maddok Miyazaki,
Mad dog.
Mirakuru Shizuka, Momo Kawamoto, Yabakune Taniguchi, Yunbo Shimada, and Roguespeech Yokoyama.
There's
So, yeah,
there's
there's
a
also-
big roster.
Yep, there's a big roster. There's
It's like
even
a battle royale.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
But there's
They all
also
have chairs.
Banjisuka
Yeah.
tie-in as well, so it seems. So yeah.
No,
Wow.
it's not gonna be a battle royale. They're actually training for several matches, and it's gonna be like a whole event. So there's gonna be like a real
Jeez.
wrestling show.
Like
thing
a
is-
pay-per-view. Like a pay-per-view.
It's like a pay-per-view, but then
Awesome.
like a handshake event, so you can meet them, pictures, but they also are really training to wrestle live. So it's gonna be interesting. They are also collaborating again with New Japan, of course.
Of course.
So I wonder, and I really hope this: are we gonna
I'm-
see some New Japan wrestlers there?
oh,
I
probably.
hope so. I hope so.
Yo?
Yeah, which,
Kenny Omega, looking at
I'm
you.
just saying, I love the main event. I think it's gonna be the main event.
Which one?
It's
The tag team.
It's the tag team match.
It's
right,
Long
right,
Speech Yui with
Cherry Miyake.
Terry Miyake versus Hollywood Jurina and
Doton
Miru.
Morishiro.
yeah.
Kurogane versus Shirogane again. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting pretty good with the wrestling stuff. They're
Oh,
really
yeah, definitely.
practicing. Sakura still has some moves she has to learn, and Jurina also has more upper body strength to lift some of them up. But I'm hoping to see Kazuka Okada there for just entertainment purposes. And maybe I would be blown away and I'll be jealous at the same time if they're gonna have Omega versus Okada #3 just at that
Oh man,
event.
if that's were to happen, man. If that's were to happen, man. Oh my.
Nah, that would be too much of money, and I think New Japan is also on Long Beach, currently in America.
Yeah, I think so.
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's,
they're gonna
down
have
the street.
they're gonna have their first live event in America in LA.
No kidding.
It's
Yeah,
gonna-
that's like 20 miles from me. I was gonna say I saw the trailer for the I guess the finale for World Idol Wrestling or whatever, and it showed Sakura-tan and Jurina like beating the living crap out of each other,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
looked
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It looked like they were really hitting each other. I was impressed. I
Oh,
was
that's
like, whoa.
that's the New Japan strong style. They actually connect
Yeah.
with the punches.
They looked like they were connecting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
I watched, of course, Tofu Wrestling, and it was a 2-part fight. So next week's going to be the climax, I believe.
Yep.
But you also have the over-the-top YouTube series, and you saw
Oh,
them.
those are fun. Yeah, those are fun.
Those
to
are
watch,
very
actually.
funny, and you saw that Jurina and Sakura are exhausted after that one filming.
Mhm.
So props to them.
Very
They
cool.
really did
Yep.
it. So that's events happening. What other events? Well, we have another new stage coming up. I
Yep.
watched that
Oh,
event.
man.
I was in the Haneda airport, just saying while watching that
Yeah.
Haneda airport.
Before we move on, sorry Haru. Do you have something to say about the Tofu
Oh no, I
wrestling?
was just excited about the stage.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
First
wow.
off, Derek, did you watch the showroom yet?
Which one? There were so many interesting ones this past couple of days.
True, no, but this is the one with the stage announcement with the guy who also did the Jurina greatest song that's still not even out yet.
No, please inform me, because I saw you were saying I missed something great. Please,
Yeah.
I'm dying to know.
All right, so
Take it away. Take it away.
I watched the Momika one where she was
I need to
Oh,
watch that
man.
one.
messing, like
Oh,
she just went
whoa.
nuts,
Yeah, bye.
like
Yeah,
completely
bye.
nuts, and like Momika,
With
bye.
Shibuya
Bye.
Nagisa, that's
Yeah.
a very
Bye.
good showroom to watch.
Yeah.
tell you about it.
No, this one was what's the guy's name? Just
Inoue Yoshimasa.
all right, good. That guy.
No,
name.
you should-
Yeah.
First off, he announced he was going to do the showroom at Nachan, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch that. He called her out the ace of the stage, so that's good for me
Yeah.
as points. And then he was gonna announce the Senbatsu members. But first off, they're gonna have a little fun. You know what he did? He plays the music, and then she's gonna sing. So we had a little concert in the meantime there, and
Yep.
always beautiful. They didn't create a song as last time, so that's sad though.
Oh.
But yeah, they announced the Senbatsu, and they had to pick out random cards, and a few members who were there, they showed up. Funny enough though, this is not contemplated to only AKB48, so they went to the entirety of AKB48 group. Some HKT members were showing up, some SKE members, good names,
Oh,
like a
cool.
lot of good dancers. And
Yep.
the whole list, this is going to be a tough stage, because they're like, so it's Uza, it's Escape, it's just dance,
Can't wait.
dance. So
Can't
we have,
wait.
yeah, we
Can't
have we
wait.
have Tano in it, we have Nana in it,
Yeah,
Fujita Nana,
Tano.
Yeah.
a lot of teammate members.
Wait, did you see Sashi's one where they were doing Escape and like Mi-chan was in the back like doing the the move. Like it was
Oh,
so
God.
funny. Like Sashi Oya and Michan was like going nuts. And then at one point Michan put something in her shirt to make her look like she had bigger opai, and it was like
God.
hysterical. I don't know, it was so funny. And Sashi was just like trying to look all sexy. It was too funny that the center of AKB was doing that. Anyways, get back. So what else happened then?
Well, did they mention no more songs? And they were going to decide by vote who was going to be the center for Kibutake Refrain. And I tried to vote. I tried to vote Yeo, and it was Nachan got the vote as well to be center. Sadly, no Kojima Mako, so they sent it out to the teammate member. Forget her name as well.
It was close
Yoko
by
Yama.
1.1%.
Close though. No Muriyama Yuri, so I was a little bit sad that there's no there. But yeah, the stage is going to be looking amazing, and I believe somewhere in August or even earlier in July there will be the
I think it's
Shinichi.
July. Yeah, July 20th is the
Yeah.
Shinichi.
Freaking awesome. Tano-chan, man. That's all you got to say.
And
Seriously.
Kita Zawasaki's gonna be in it too.
Oh, that's right. That's your other girl you really like. That's
I'm
right.
so excited they're gonna be on stage together.
Going to be
Can't do
crazy
better.
segments as well, and
Yep.
well, we don't have the Sokantaku in there, right? Yokoyama Yui, or did we?
No, yeah,
Oh, she is in there.
no,
Double
yes,
Yui, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, W.
I'm just,
Oh, Yui.
she's gonna
Double-
be sweating buckets.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
like,
just saying, I hope she gets enough voice again, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
the fans
Oh,
won't be like, oh, I don't have my voice today again.
well,
Yeah.
to be fair, this whole stage is more dancing than actually singing.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need to be singing actually.
But he's gonna make like the original AKB songs. He's gonna remix it, I think.
Oh,
Like
that's
it-
awesome.
or like
That's
vocals.
awesome.
A new style. He's
He's-
going to add
Wait,
them
two-
to it.
Two things. Did they announce Kamenegix? Is that part of the stage by any chance?
I
That's
don't
like
think
super
there's a song
dance
list.
heavy?
I don't think there's a
Ah.
song list.
Second of all, have you guys heard the Tofu Beats remix of the NGT song?
Oh,
the
that is
NGT
awesome.
single?
That one is awesome.
It's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like Jonathan from NKM sent me the link, and it's like unreal, like how great it is. So I was wondering, I wonder if he can get in any on this like kind of stuff, because anytime you remix songs, you know, like it just gives you a whole new perspective. But it made me actually really enjoy the NGT song.
Exactly.
It's really good. Anybody out there, you want a recommendation for this week? Listen to the NGT
Oh, yeah.
remix by Tofu Beats for their first single. It's
Good.
yeah, except it's like I don't know. I can't do it.
I already love the remix DJ Remicon made for Kamonegix. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That is ridiculous. Like
Yep.
when I heard that, because Kameneg is my favorite
Yep,
NM
and it
song.
got even
And
better.
like,
It
yeah, it got even
better.
better. Yeah, I didn't even think that was possible. So this sounds
Yeah.
good that this dude's gonna remix this stuff. Awesome. Did he say which songs or all of them or?
He did only. I think he would only do Session Tokei. I think, but I'm not sure.
Hey, I'll take that.
Well, yeah.
Anything to fix that song.
So yeah, that's happening stages. But funny enough, and we're gonna get into this. I think someone will have a rant about this as well.
Uh oh.
All these events, you know, it's very hard to get those tickets, especially when you're an international fan. Well, AKS finally acknowledged the international fans, and they are going to build a website, and they will release it in about 2 days.
Right.
So international fans can, you know, order tickets for those events.
Oh, I think it's stages and concerts.
It's
Yeah.
stages, concert, and you know, handshake events work differently. But yeah. So you think this will work, or do we get, you know, put in the special box like, oh, you gaijin here, go play in
I
this
doubt
event?
Go
I
ahead,
doubt
Yeo.
it.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think they're doing this because of what happened in Okinawa. That's what it is. I think that's why they're focusing now on foreigners, because there's literally way too many Taiwanese people who come to Okinawa for the Sousenkyo, because it's like near. So like, oh, let's have the event in Okinawa, and like there's like it's literally like I think a 2-hour flight to go to Okinawa, not even an hour, I think, from Taiwan to Okinawa. It's like super near. So I think they're trying to relieve the pain of the fans from what happened in the Sousenkyo because it got canceled, right? Like the tickets were refunded. So like I think they're trying to focus like the main topic on like, oh yeah, we have a new site for you guys now. So like for those Taiwanese fans that were spend so much money to go to Japan, will get the priority pass now. So like they're trying to what do you call that? Delay like the refund system, because like I talked to my friend who actually went to Okinawa, and like there's literally no news on what happens to their tickets, because they said, oh, you get a chance at the stage now, but like they literally had no like after details yet. So I think that's why they made the website for foreigners, just to delay what happened in Okinawa. So that's my opinion.
That's really interesting, Yayo. Again, you always provide a different perspective I've never thought of. But I actually heard something else about the ticket. So I heard that the ticket becomes like I forget the actual Japanese name, but it's like a golden ticket. You can use it on any stage.
98% ticket, 98%.
Yeah,
ticket.
so like that's actually a better gift than going to the frickin' Sousenkyo, because you could literally, I mean, you just use it whenever you want. Like that's a golden pass. So that means from what I understand, like if somebody's having like a graduation stage at a theater, you can use it to go watch that. I mean, that's pretty epic if you think about it. But I was going to say two things. One, as far as what you said about Okinawa being close, yes, that's true, because in my recent book I'm writing, I'm dealing with this island called Yonaguni, which is the farthest island in the chain of Okinawa. You can see Taiwan there on a good day. Just throwing that out there. Be alert for that. It'll come in about 5 years, because I write as slow as George R.R. Martin does. Anyways, the other thing is, I do. 3 years now. I'm still working on it. First book. Anyways, but the second thing, here's the thing. I call total BS on this. I call 100% BS. Super Enpo, we all know, was a super myth. It was a super lie. It was super made up. Because honestly, like I know so many foreign people that, including myself, who have applied literally at some point months at a time, every single day for a show, and have never got it. My friend Christopher, who I talk about often, you know, he's stage 48 dude, loves Wasserman. Like he actually changed his address to Japan. He got like he wrote his name in like katakana on his application and stuff. Guess what? He's already won 2 shows, an SKE show and an AKB show. And on top of that, like I mean, it's just he's just like, it just goes to show you that they were not ready or wanting to deal with foreign fans for a long time. Is this a good step in the direction? I'm very skeptical. I actually think it's probably what you said, Yayo. I knew there had to be a reason for it. That makes sense what you said. Because honestly, it happened right after the Sousenkyo. Like, why now of all time? Why not do it before the Sousenkyo when we all maybe have wanted to, you know, buy a ticket to go? But I think in all actuality, I don't see this is going to help me even one bit get into the AKB theater, because I think there really is a strong bias about foreigners going to the shows. I hate to say that, I really hope I'm totally off base about it, but I don't think I am, because I literally can count on one hand how many times I know foreigners have gone to see an AKB actual theater show in the space of the past 3 years. It's been only about 4 times. 4 times. That's one guy that's done it twice. So actually, technically, 2 other times to 2 other people I know. And I know a lot of foreign fans that go to these things regularly. And they after about, like, I want to say 2012, 2013 or so. No, 2014. It just stopped. You cannot go see AKB if you're a foreign fan. The best you do is what I did in my last trip. Go stand in the theater lobby and watch on the big screens. If they have an open thing, and then anybody can go, even the homeless, you know, which that actually happens there. So it's just, you don't feel special in that sense going. You just like, oh wow, the girls are right there. I can hear. I'm never gonna get in there. So if this actually makes that happen, okay. But right now I'm calling BS. I think it's what you said, Yayo. That's actually a good point.
I think what you were saying about the golden ticket though. So if you get the golden ticket, you still have to apply for the theater show. For the foreign spot, I think. So like if they open like 5 foreign spots, right, and you get the foreign ticket, so it's still a chance for you to get in one of those 5s. I think it's not a sure ticket. So like if you get a Seitan Sai, like you literally have no chance of getting that, because like everyone's gonna go for it. So
I gotcha.
So that's what it feels like, but like that's what it totally is happening, because it literally just happened to Okinawa. So that's my.
Well, the Super Enpo. Yeah, I mean the Super NPO seats were back in the day like real. They were there because there were plenty of foreigners that went and did that. But then at some point they phased it out, and then they finally admitted it's a myth. It doesn't. There is no Super NPO because it's like we all knew it, but then they finally admitted it. The AKS staff did eventually. I think it was earlier this year they admitted it. But then it was like it's just the fact that like. You know, I appreciate them wanting to help us foreigners go see an AKB show. It certainly makes sense from an Akihabara tourism point of view. And I'm talking specifically about AKB theater, but this applies to all of them. But it just seems like it's only limited to Japanese people. And I hate that. I hate that so much. When they think foreign, they think, oh, you're coming from Fukuoka to Akihabara? I will give you the foreigner seat because you're technically not from Tokyo. It's not, oh, you're coming from America. Here you go. We have 5 seats reserved for anybody from America or other countries. Here, enjoy. And they're actually, from what I understood, decent seats, too. They were, like, pretty, like, center or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were good seats. But, yeah.
They were on the aisle, I believe. A little on the top
aisle?
of the aisle, yeah.
There were front row seats, I think, yeah, though.
In AKB's here, you weren't in front of the pillars of death, so that was the good thing. Like you actually had a nice shot of the stage. But of course, now it's just like it just makes me really wonder. You know, like now you just said, yeah, it totally answered the question I had about this because it just doesn't seem like this is gonna help me or Robin or Haru, any of us at all get in. If anything, it's more like dangling in front of us and saying nope.
What's that the American commercial with the guy with the fishing hook?
Oh,
got it.
Oh, you almost got it. Oh, you gotta do better than that.
Yeah.
Well, see, I got excited because I remembered Nozawa Arena on her poster. She was like, I will go to LA. And so I was like, oh, so we're going to get an English site? American sister group? But then I was like, nah. It was there for a brief moment.
We had a little lag there, so what'd you say in between?
I was just excited because I thought it was going to be like an LA sister group or something, but
I wish.
no.
She still wants to go to LA, you know, one time. She's trying to study comedian study group right now. Also, her studies are so busy, so she's missing a lot of shows, and she's apologized for it. Like, you know, just focus on your studies. We'll see you when you're ready.
Yep.
But I'm gonna test it out when the sites come out because, you know, again, I'm going in September, so. Who knows? Maybe with my stupid luck, I'll be like, oh, I have too many shows to go to. It's like, well, there's only one concert I really want to go to, and that's the appreciation concert from the Sousenkyo.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening somewhere in September. I still don't know the date, but I want to know it, and then I'm gonna order it and try it. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky.
Well, the chances of getting concert tickets are a bit bigger though. Because more
more people can fit up. Instead of 300, it's like 30,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens as usual.
Unless it's a graduation concert.
Then forget it. Because like Takaminas, there were like 0 foreigners. I'm
still wondering how I even got into the Matsuri graduation concert. So yeah.
Lucky person.
Yeah, you're lucky. I'm kind of blown away you did, but I'm happy for you. Not really. But I am.
Alright, well, let's move on to a little bit other different news. So, a lot of releases and a lot of closing. So, first off, the closing is a long time show that everybody was watching, and a lot of people are sad. HKT Orekake is ending.
Yeah, oh man.
So, does anyone know why, or?
I don't know. I'm so sad about it because it's the first show I got in contact with the sister group HKT48, so I kind of have history with it. So yeah, it really hurts when I saw that.
It's so sudden. It's like okay, maybe Sashi is graduating.
They've walked around Fukuoka so much they don't got anywhere else to go. They've been doing it for so long. No, it's just. It's sad, but it just seems to be another trend in what we're seeing with AKB, like variety. We just get less and less shows every year. I mean, God forbid the day they announce AK Bingo will close. I mean, then we won't have any connection to the girls, you know what I mean? But Orekake was at least something we had for HKT that really allowed us to see, you know, girls that believe in aliens or crazy girls that are mentally insane like Hani, or, you know, or Hana-chan, or, you know, or, I mean, I didn't even know who Hana-chan was until Gota-san was, like, all, like, in her business all the time about, Hana-chan, you know, just, now we don't have any of it.
And it did help her, though, because now she's again in the newest single, that got announced today on a cell phone. She's now the center again for the HKT 10th single, right?
Yep, she's the center actually. Yeah.
So
yeah, look.
Oh.
I got my Hana shirt. I haven't even taken it out yet.
Wow.
So what do you guys think with the 10th single?
I don't know what to expect actually, so I saw the lineup. Yep.
Yeah, Aki, man.
It's a good lineup. there
Super
will be
fun.
some members that would be like Riripon will be in there, so that's one I'm missing. You know, she got ranked high, and she's the center of her own song, and now she's not even in the group.
Wait, who?
I'm saying the name right. Let's see, what's the name?
Rikopi?
Rikopi?
Rikopi, you mean? Yeah, not Riripon.
No, Rikopi, yeah. So she's in, right? Or she is not in.
No, she's not in the Senbatsu.
Yeah, so this
Which
is weird to me. I would say just put her in there. Again, Hana-chan, yeah, the last song was okay with her as center. Didn't do that much though. So they're trying it again, I would say, but there's something there.
I think you know, the only I could care less about the lineup per se. I mean, yes, there's girls I obviously want to be in it, but so far this lineup is pretty good. But I just want them to come out with another Melon Juice. That's all I want. I want another high energy, high octane song that like makes me lose my mind when I see them, because we need more concert thumpers, because eventually I'm hoping AKB will actually get back to, I don't know, playing concerts, since they don't seem to ever do that these days. And like, I mean, like real concerts, like big stadium concerts, and you want big thumpers like that. And like a Melon Juice, every time I've seen them that perform live, it's about 3 times now, like it just gets your heart.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fist pumping the whole time. Yep. And it's so loud. And like, and that's like one of the most memorable songs you can see in a live big venue concert setting. So they need another song like that, I think, to remind us why HKT, you know, can't count them out. Cannot count them out for anything. Yes, NGT, you're awesome. You're on a roll, but don't forget about HKT, you know?
Yeah.
And again, it's going to be a controversy with HKT, so they're releasing it on the same day as the NMB third album that's coming out.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny.
Why
Because NMB needs more problems. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Let's get more issues.
Just wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, the falling out over there. It's like ever since the Okinawa stuff, everything's just like, you know what? Let's screw everything around. Let's
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like there's always light beyond the clouds, as Kotarara said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Skota.
It's so
well.
Weird. Let's see. And also, Nogizaka also announced their single that's coming out, the 18th single.
Good for them.
Yep.
So, who's the center of that one, actually?
Let's take a look. I actually don't know. Let's take a look.
Oh, they didn't announce it yet,
No.
because they always reveal it on Nogizaka under construction.
Oh, right.
Haru, do you follow Nogi at all?
A little bit. I'm more into their songs. Like, I fell in love with Influencer, and so I'm excited to see what they come out with next.
Oh, yeah.
I listen to Influencer daily, and it's just...
Same.
And now
good.
I am torturing my coworkers at work because I'm using Apple Music, and I'm behind us like just all the time, just some Nogizaka or just Keikizaka.
Awesome.
I can't do AKB because it's copyrighted, so it's not allowed to play.
Oh wow.
I could do SKE.
Sony.
Do it. I'll drop by.
A lot of good music, but yeah, Influencer and stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, Haru, do you listen to like a lot of like AKB stuff on a daily basis, or is it something like you have to be in the mood for? I've always wondered that about you. I was gonna ask you.
I listen to it on a daily basis, like every single day. I have it on my phone too. Like I used, what was it called? Popcorn Love in the past to get the songs, because they're not on like American iTunes.
Right.
But yeah, I listen to it like every single day, I would say.
That's at the end of the day what we need to remember is that we're following a group of girls that put out some really great songs, I really wish AKS would remember the fact that they have a music group they're dealing with, and just maybe, you know, give us some concerts to look forward to. I mean, we only have a handful, whereas, you know, I remember a few years ago, you know, they were doing stadium tours and all that. Now the only time we see a stadium tour is when it's a graduation, or when Yayo wants to make me remember through his imaginary playing a stadium tour like he's doing now.
Goto wo mochigusa. Oh,
Hey, it grew on me, that song, that stage.
It did too.
Yeah.
It did too. That's so funny.
the dance
Yeah,
made you.
it's what it is.
That's
Yeah,
the funny thing with Koji Mako's Saitensai was also pretty funny, that she had to do a different pose than usual, so she got like dropped down by Yukirin, and she was like now doing the old pose she did. No, it was so sorry, Koji. She's like, sorry, Komi, I'm stealing the Komiharu smile bit.
Oh.
Yeah, again, it's like I'm looking at these upcoming releases, and also SKE48 they revealed their newest song that's coming out on the July 19th, the Igai no ni Mango. That's a pretty fun song, like a summer song. It's like they start out and say splash, and they go like things like splash.
Yeah.
Make it a splash.
I saw the performance, and I thought Churi totally killed it. She was ridiculous in it. Yeah. And I mean, it was like my eyes were on Churi the whole time. But honestly, like, no Tiny, no love. I'm sorry.
I forgot where Jurina was during that whole song. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, Churi, because it was like, I don't know, but Churi was glowing in that song. So when I watched it mostly for her, because it's like, again, no Tiny, no love for me. But I'm just saying, like, it was okay. As like you said, a summer song. I don't really like summer songs. I like dark idol songs, like Techi, the Techi variety.
I like sometimes the happy summer song.
Sometimes,
especially depending on the weather.
Of course.
Melon Juice, that's a good summer song.
Yeah, that could be happening. Let's see, what else? Anyone else wants to say something before we still have time, actually?
Are we gonna talk about Riripon's whole new level? Or, well, first of all, what happened, and because finally we have some answers, and finally we have her basically telling us all to F off because we all suck, apparently. I don't know.
I'm actually done with her. It's like, okay,
really?
This is your choice. Enjoy your life. I loved your work. Now I don't. So it's pretty much easy. It's like, okay, if you want to go this route, sure, fine. Thank you for your services. Good luck in your future endeavors.
No, I'm just talking more about, like, that whole video she just released. Like, from what I saw of it, like, it looked like she was drunk. Like, it looked like she wasn't even...
No, it's she studies philosophy, and so she gets very deep and emotional at sides. And, I applaud for her to, to fight back, and she is still a person, but she doesn't, she doesn't realize she took a wrong way to do this. It's during Sousenkyo, during other things. You know what? Let's put the spotlight on me for once. I'm not thanking the fans. I'm putting on me. You know what? I'm getting married. I'm a person. And all the other members, not important. You know what? All those hardship they have to earn, no. Focus on me right now. And that's the whole problem I had with her. So it's like, you know what? Fine. Thank you. Now you can go. I don't even want to see her own graduation concert. She doesn't deserve a concert, in my opinion.
I agree. And I loved her so much, too. It hurts to say, but I think you said it perfectly, Robin. It's just, you're right. Yeah, go live your life. Go be married. And
I'm happy for her.
Whatever.
But, okay, you don't want to be in the group anymore. Fine, leave. Bye.
Yeah.
Done.
We got another girl to take your place, so.
Done so.
Yeah. She was my NMB Oshi, so it was, like, painful. But then, like, as it's just progressed, I've gotten more and more angry with her. And, like, why can't you just understand that you announced it at the wrong place? You just sugar honey iced tea'd all over that stage of the Sousenkyo. You didn't give two flying Fs about anyone else's, feelings about the matter. You were like, no, you know what? This is going to be my moment. I know that, maybe Mayu's going to announce her graduation. F that. I'm getting married. And then she hasn't felt any remorse for it. Any.
It's like, on one side, I applaud her for her stats. She's focused, she likes this. But again, you just, what? You've been with this group for, I don't know, how many years? You've been through hard times, hardships.
2, 3?
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, understand the feelings of... I hate it when people only think for themselves. And it happens a lot, and especially lately, I'm just noticing more and more. People live in their own bubble. They're like, the world revolves around me. And that's like a wrong attitude to have in this day and age, I would say. That's the biggest problem. Think that there are other people on this planet that also have to do the same thing you do every day. And, you all have your own adventures. But, it's just, no, it sucks. It's like, rah.
Yeah, I'll only cap that by saying that you know, she is a young girl, and you know, a young girl going through changes in life, and I can't imagine how confusing life can be for her. But she was part of something really spectacular with NMB. She got to see the rise of NMB. She got to be there when NMB's major successes for the most part, and for her to do that to her sisters in NMB, that to me is the most painful part about this from an outsider looking in. I can't imagine how Sayane felt. I can't imagine what Milky would have said to her if she would have still been around, because I don't think Milky would have put up with that. I can't. I just think it's unfortunate that she did what she did.
Was
but,
it? Go ahead, there.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, no, please, it's okay. I was just gonna say that, but I can't blame anyone for finding love when they find it. And you know, this was a friend of her mother's. She had close contact with him. I get that completely, but I just feel like you said, Haru, like she could have did it the right way. You know, she didn't have to rain any more on the Sousenkyo than it was already raining, so to speak. You know?
Was it Churi who said that on All Night Nippon? There was like an SKE special, and they mentioned Riripon's announcement, and I think she said it's like if she was in if I was in her group, I would have beat her up. Just like
That was true.
Awesome.
That was true.
yeah, and I was like, yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah.
like, what the hell were you thinking?
Because
Yeah.
she was like during that year, like Riripon was actually the second highest pick in like the thing, because like the first one is Sayaya. Like Sayaya was the biggest name out of the draft ones, and like, but like they literally chose like every like those two teams, like two people. Like Sayaya was a bit higher because like there's like literally mostly everyone wanted Sayaya. But like you if you remember that first picture that Paru went like this, like
Oh, yeah.
yes, I won something. That's Saya's.
Yeah.
But like the second highest pick was Riripon actually, and like they chose like also chose her. Like there's literally 6 teams. Like 5, I think 5 teams chose Riripon, and like
Yeah, so the
Saya
second
had like
highest pick.
6. Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm like, okay, so if she was actually in SKE, yeah, you would have been beaten her up for sure.
Well, and you know what? And Churi, she's what, 24, 25. And
Yeah.
if we are to believe that Churi has not done anything with men, or she has stayed true to the idol concept, or heck, even if she has, she's done it correctly, where she has not made it publicly revealed to the point where it would interfere with her duties as an SK member. Yeah. But I would say Chiri has every right to say what she said, and I don't take offense in her saying that she would threaten physical violence towards Riripon, because she has devoted half her life to the idol concept, in the sense that, like, I mean, think about it. If we only live to be about 100 years old, that's a quarter of her life basically devoted to being an idol, so to speak. I mean, I know she wasn't there since she was a kid, but still, the point is the same. She and all the other members that stay true to the idol idea, like, it's an offense to them. It really is. You can't. You want to get married, but fine, have fun.
That's
but just
the,
do it right.
That's the majority of the community is saying. Like a lot of fans, even international or Japanese fans, they're all saying basically the same thing. It's like, we don't care that you're getting married. It's just the way you are doing things is just feel more betraying than the actual announcement. It's like you were so selfish. You were so not, thankful for all the situations that you've been put in place, because like Judy said or Nana said and in their speeches, it's like the fans put us in this place, and you just betrayed all of them. You betrayed us. You betrayed like everyone in your own whole, environment, just because for this one person. That's the idea behind this. So
Well,
if we didn't know it, I wouldn't be in like. If she was still in NMB, she didn't announce anything, and all of a sudden we just see a ring on her finger all the time. So it was like, and then she's like, oh yeah, this is a wedding ring. It's like, then I will be still like, okay, what?
Yeah.
Well, Well, two things on that. One, good luck staying married, Riripon, because the divorce rate in Japan is pretty phenomenal. And two, I hope he was worth it. And two, like, that's the more interesting thing about this whole debacle that I find. Well, aside from, like I said, the fact she let down her fellow sisters in NMB, the overall 48 group, but also the fact she let down her fans. That's just, I can't imagine being Riripon Oshi and just spending all that money and being that way. But
I saw the video. It's like this guy was almost I think it's a parody. I hope it's a parody video.
It was a parody. It wasn't real. He wasn't really trying to joke.
They really messed up his place, though. Holy sh!
Oh, well, I mean, but the part of that probably was real in terms of how he felt. I mean, you know, he hit it on the nose. I mean, there's so many people had that reaction. Do I wish her death or her? No, I mean, she's a girl and she's living her life. She just made a bad choice. But here's the interesting thing. NMB's management did not tell her she had to graduate. So here's my question. What if she just said, cool, I'm staying. I'm going to be married, have kids. I'm going to be an idol. What then? Seriously, what would have happened to AKB? Would all these girls all of a sudden come out like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. Oh, I was actually married 5 years ago. I just didn't wear my ring. Like, I mean, what would happen if she actually flung her nose in the face of this and said, I'm staying?
If I really have to assume things, I would predict that, first of all, if she didn't announce anything, I think it would be more fine. The problem is she announced it, and if she would stay then, she wouldn't have any respect for her fellow members, her peers. Her fans would just decline. You know, not many anymore handshake events. Eventually established like, well, this girl's not making money. I'll just put her in some stages, not anymore in Senbatsu. And then she would just leave on her own, eventually. I think that was Akipi maybe saying, you know what, the love band is such a big discussion, and we all keep saying the same thing. Like I listen to a lot of, on the community side, what they're thinking about the love band, and they all say basically the same thing. It's like, I wouldn't mind the love band being lifted. You know, all have boyfriends, personally. But I get why it's there, why it's still there, and why people are still, applying to it. If they come out and say now, and basically it's not anymore officially that there's a love ban or anything. It's just more respect the rules. That's the whole situation right now. Maybe we're getting slowly to uplifting. It's like, oh, you know what, just don't get caught or just don't mention it. Don't. You know what? It's so annoying when you meet someone, and the first thing they say is like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Or I have a girlfriend. That's the first thing that hate, And I'm like, okay, fine, just having a conversation. That's what I would say, leave it out of it. Go to a handshake event and they're like, yeah, my boyfriend doesn't like it when I handshake too long or something. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Right.
At that moment when you're at the event and meeting her, just focus on you. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear about your private stuff about that. If that would happen, sure, that's fine. But the thing is, the group has been since 2005. And those girls had to go through a lot. We talked about it last week, what happened with a lot of members going through, not forcefully graduating, but, they had no other choice but to graduate with you. There you go.
Yeah.
So, what about all those members? What they did, all the sacrifices. I think Oshima Yuko did a funny video in her reaction, with the cap. Saying that, and then she had to apologize later, and I'm like, why are you apologizing? You hit it right on the nose. That's what they say. So it's a core rule, and again, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be horrible if it would be gone, but yeah, respect your senpais that had to grow through this. Respect the old rules that you're in the group. You're in a group that they built to this giant phenomenon, and you're now a part of it. Respect the rules. That's all I'm saying. Just respect the rules. That's it.
Yeah. The unofficial rule, because according to them, it isn't really a rule. But I think it's all the same. We all know it's a rule. And again, it builds into the whole idea of escapism. How's it escapism? You meet some girl in a lane, she's complaining to you about marriage in her handshake lane. That's not escapism. That's like real life, everyday situation. Like, who wants that? I want to go meet a girl who's just so happy to meet me. She doesn't. For a second, I really believe, like, wow, like, you have no boyfriend. You're an angel descended from heaven, just like it says in the overture. Like, I really, I really want to believe that, and I did. When I met these girls, they were so perfect and so awesome. I really believed that for a moment. But I wouldn't believe it if they were looking at me like, "Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta cut this short. I gotta go make dinner for my husband."
Yeah,
huh?
I don't want to see during the MC. It's like, so my boyfriend and I went shopping. And,
Right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't want to
let's
see
do
that
that.
behind the curtain. Just you
want
can
the
talk about what
escapism.
you ate or what you've done or what you've seen lately, but I don't want to hear those private things.
Right.
That's the
right.
escapism. That's the idea behind it.
And
Oh.
also too, if you're like 12 years old in AKB until you're about what, like 18, you shouldn't have a boyfriend anyway. You should be focusing on the dancing, the singing, and the moving up and being an idol. Like I don't think there's any reason you should have a boyfriend at that age, and it just makes no sense to me you would. Now if you're older, I get it, but it's just like you said, respect the rules, man. The unofficial, official, whatever, respect them. Well put, Robin. Well put. What were we gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, oh, I met Mako the other day at the handshake. You know, like personal.
Good tag.
All right, we're over an hour now. So,
Oh, yeah.
anything
Wow.
else before we wrap up?
Recommendations, I guess. Already.
Well, we mentioned a few recommendations. I would say watch the showrooms, the big ones with Shibuya Nagisa and Momoka. That was a pretty fun one. The announcement from the Shonichi stage. Derek?
I got two. One is I'm still, again, because I am seriously George R.R. Martin, a little skinnier version, but still, I take forever to write, but I am actually going to be, hopefully this week, have my blog entry out for my trip, which will include all my interactions with the HKT members, plus, seeing Yanakoto Soto Muto and a whole bunch of other underground indie idols. So it'll be a fun trip. Oh yeah, and I met that guy too. I have a really cute picture. I got a 2-shot checkie with Yayo because we actually got to meet, and I will treasure that checkie forever. Although you didn't sign it, I was disappointed, but that's okay because you couldn't sign on my phone. But I might get it printed out and someday you'll sign for me. So that's my one recommendation. And two is we have amazing fans, and I can't believe I'm even saying the word fans, but we had a fan make an absolutely incredible video this week. I think per my suggestion, because me and you, Haru, remember we were going on in the chat about like the Hitler video.
Yeah.
The Hitler video, you remember that?
It's-
We were talking, like,
It's so. I laughed so hard.
his handle is what Oni Eyes or
Oni Eyes,
something.
Oni Eyes.
ONI. Whoever you are, thank you. You are the best. I laughed so hard. I literally think I literally have a little bit of pee in my underwear because of you.
I watched
That
it
was-
20 times, like
I-
in a row.
yeah,
That was
the
awesome.
part with Nachan is my favorite when the girl's like, "Don't worry, we'll cosplay."
As Judy and Nachan tonight.
Oh man.
It's like, it's
But-
gonna be fun. It had water slides and bikinis. It's like,
And no, but
I
the
love
best-
the Lolitas. It's like,
and it was taken away from lemon mentaikos. Lemon mentaiko.
it
Like,
was,
I
I
was-
love it.
Okay,
Oh, you
so
mean-
you're a
You
genius.
mean the Hitler?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
he made it for us because I was like egging on somebody to do it in the chat during Sousenkyo because I just thought it would be
Yeah.
so funny if somebody did it with Riripon, and then he did, and it's literally perfect because he doesn't just stay with Riripon, he talks about
It's
everything wrong.
Yeah.
Everything that was wrong with Sousenkyo. He nailed it. So it's like A+. One of my favorite videos ever. So thank you.
Just,
Don't
I'm
watch
just thinking parts, but it's just like the moment. It's like NGT is doing this and this, but my Führer, their rice is so great. It's like number 13 spot for this freaking.
DX, if you can put that link in our.
Of course.
we
Will do,
we
of course.
really
Of
should have.
course.
No,
Oh
no.
yes, you're the man. Thank you. Girl, I don't-
I love the meme since it ever first came out. You know, the Hitler's reacts to everything, but this
Yeah.
one was so.
Oh, it's A+.
Awesome, yeah.
It's genius.
I showed it
You
to
can ask
everybody.
for that one.
Even people who don't know what AKB48 is, they watched it and they laughed because there's like those
Yeah.
reactions. It fits so well in oh man, I'm getting tears just thinking about it.
Water slides.
Oh man.
When he said that, I literally peed myself. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about peeing myself. But it was
Yeah.
really, really epic. And thank you for listening to that
that's
suggestion.
the recommendation.
Thank you so much.
Key
Thank you so
recommendation.
Okay, Haru, any recommendations?
The Sousenkyo episode of Harajuku should be out in a couple days.
Yay.
So
I
please be on
can't
the lookout
wait.
for that.
I get to hear you swear up a storm. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
I literally think Ju started off the episode with me just swearing, so that should be good.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I would say as recommendation as well. You know, the Sousenkyo reactions to Mr. Josh Box, Swotaku, Baka, Hatsu, Agatsu.
Oh, they're good.
They're very good. They're very lovely as well. Those are all great videos to watch. I would say if you're still in the Sousenkyo mood, or you want to see the reactions, go watch that. That's more enough to fill in your week.
Yep.
I would say next week though, since Yeho came back from Japan and he has lots of stories. We all saw a little sneak peek. I still haven't seen the Nacham picture. You only tease me with yourself. Next week will be Yeho's stories about Japan. I think he has a lot to say.
Yeah.
That's why my name right now is Canadian guy.
Canada no yatsu. Canada no
My cat wants to see your pictures. We want to hear your stories.
Yeah.
Like we're dying to hear it.
The details from this the story why he's now called that Canadian guy will be then revealed next week, I would say. You know, there was so much news happening in this weekend. Your stories will have an own episode, and again, next week, go for it. It will be your hour.
Yep.
Can't wait.
AK Bingo, Audrey is coming.
Oh yeah.
Audrey.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
And the last episode of Odakake. Oh man.
Not so good.
Last episode of Tofu Wrestling, I would say. Oh, the climax. I don't know if it's gonna be the last episode, but also pretty good. Okay, as usual, you can follow us at our Twitters, RageBally, at DXTakamina. You can go to Vasconi.com, at UKM48. You can follow him as there. Haru Hika, do you have something as well? Your YouTube channel, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's it.
It's pretty good listen as well. I can't wait for the Sousenkyo part that's coming up.
Me too.
Same here.
Lots of fun.
Yes, so I didn't think we were expecting the talk we had today for the show. You know, sometimes it happens. Every time you think you're going, oh, we're going to talk about this about the show or this about the show, stuff happens. You know, this whole crazy weekend. And I'm still a little bit mad about Invented. We'll see what the aftermath will be because it's just still fresh. Again, I hope everyone is okay at the end, and hopefully no repercussions will be coming later. I hope the sentence to the guy is at least 6 years again. You know, just you're gone from society. Enjoy your life in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no idol music for you, because clearly it doesn't do anything.
No, exactly. With that, Haru, thank you for being on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
you.
always love
Thank
to
you.
have you here.
You're the best, Haru. You're the best. And Yayo, I've been dying to hear it, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, let's finish off with that, and then we'll leave for this week's episode.
Yes.
Dying.
With what? With what?
You know it's what.
You know, yeah, yo.
Come on,
Here we
Canadian
go.
guy, let's do it.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
What?
I can't! You'll see why next week.